So you're saying like you realize that, oh, now I'm doing this to find love. I was doing that to find love.
Mm-hmm.
What is this now that you feel like you're doing to find love?
Well, that's a good question. I think a lot of it, and the reason I wanted approval from authority, I wanted respect, right? So I wanted, and so a lot of, this is it. A lot of what I was putting my security in, like myself, was like, oh, my knowledge about nutrition, my knowledge about who I think I am, all these different things, and your acknowledgement of that for me, right? So if people didn't do that, which are a lot of people, most people wouldn't really respect a lot of things, right? Like, so if I'm talking about, like, I think I went to school for nutrition and things like that.
Yeah.
So if someone in my life didn't respect that and they didn't give me that respect, I get so mad, right? Or if someone in a conversation is telling me something that I feel like or interpret it as them not showing me respect, I would then get mad because I needed so badly that and I realized that I don't need security from people like that. I can get more security from God. I can get more security from not even the identity of like nutrition stuff. I realized I was putting too much of my identity
into that
in my career or what I knew, what I thought I knew.
Yeah.
Instead of just being secure in, the fact that, I don't have it all together. I don't know everything about everything, and I do need to learn from people, and that's okay. And like, there's a lot of that where I had to
just be secure in yourself. Like,
I'm enough. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, I'm enough, but also like, I'm not enough. It's okay. Like, it's like people aren't going to approve, and I don't need that all the time. And so it was more getting more from God for me, where I was able to kind of understand that I am loved, there in that relationship, and that nobody's ever going to be able to have the perfect response. Not my, closest friends, not my girlfriend, not, it doesn't matter. Like, it's, it's okay for people to not understand and not give me, the respect or whatever I feel like they should give me, or the love. That people are fallible. Like, I think I was putting too much on people. Like, I was putting too much. I had too many expectations. Too much. It's like I don't know how to say it, but it's a relationship that I think was like, it was skewed. I had a skewed view of relationships and what they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Instead of. I guess the way I see it now is a little different.
What do you mean it was skewed? In what way was it?
I think I was expecting too much from them to give me too much. Like, I needed too much. I was needy, I think, in relationships too much. Like, and therefore, and because I was so insecure, that came out. Like, I needed you to give me security, you to validate me a little bit more than is necessary. Like, there's a degree of like mutual respect and love, but that's healthy. Yeah. But then there's another degree that's unhealthy. You know what I mean? And I think I wanted an unhealthy level of security and needs being met from people. And I've had all those kind of, and it's almost evolved. Like, I happened in relationships first with women and things like that. Like, I was going to get my needs met from them for a long time. My 20s, I feel like, were all me trying to date, find a wife. Like, from 25 to 30, I'm 32 now. Like, I was just like, oh, she's the one. And even when I was in high school, like, looking for the one, like, thinking a girl was going to meet my needs. Probably because, like I was saying about my mom, like, I was looking for a mom. I was looking for a nurturer. The nurturing I didn't get as a kid, I was kind of looking for that from women.
Yeah.
And thinking that was going to be the answer. And then I just failed. Crash and burn relationships, just fail.
Yeah.
And
what was the common theme in the failures?
I think it was just, like, kind of like I was saying, expecting too much. Like, it was this fantasy of what a relationship's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And just this really off view, like this, to, like, I guess to put it in like biblical terms, like an impure view. Like if a pure view is like, oh, this is like, you're my friend, right? Like, Kuda Kwashe is my friend.
Yeah.
I have love for him. He's like my dude. If I'm using you to get more subscribers for my YouTube channel, and I'm going to post this and feel better about myself. Yeah. That's an impure motivation. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think I had an impure motivation for dating. It was about me. It was about what I could get from somebody. How she's going to make me feel.
It was the search for that. It was coming from a place of scarcity, not trying to give yourself.
Yeah, not this like mutual, like, man, this is going to be great. We're going to make each other better. Yeah. Like, I thought those things, but in my heart, like that wasn't, and the actions weren't showing that. Like there wasn't a.
So when the people honest with you and be like, you're asking for too much, or you, I don't feel like you're giving as much as you want from me. Or how did that?
I think it more just no. I don't think they were like in those relationships
Yeah.
with those women. It was more. It would just kind of erupt eventually, or I would be super disappointed. Or it just created a really unhealthy dynamic, kind of a weird codependent thing where
Yeah.
I would be trying to help them a lot and to make them into something that was going to be better for me, and not instead of appreciating who they were and then also in building those relationships or before I even started dating these women, choosing the person that I thought would I had a more of a shallow outlook in why I was choosing that person. It was more because it was more surfacey, like more how they're gonna make me feel, not like, man, this person is really great, like they're like these qualities. It wasn't deep, you know what I mean? So I think that even the reason I was picking them led to disaster, and it wasn't super